Hello everybody and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Once again, today we're driving the Freightliner FLC that was released by XPS. Big thanks to XPS for this freeware truck. It is beautiful. I love it. We are in Nampa, Idaho, and we're going to be going north up to Lewiston with a double of hay here today. That's the plan of action. I know it's been a while since we've done some American Truck Sim, so actually I'll fire it up from the outside view so you can hear it. Check out the interior of this bad boy. Isn't that something special or what? Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and push my parking brake in. We'll get rolling on out of here. Wanted to say that I am using Track IR. That is how I freely look around the cab. I always get asked that question all the time, how I look around freely, and that is how I do it. Track IR. It's a infrared camera. It sits on top of the monitor, and then I have a little clip on the side of my headset or my headphones. Oh, this thing sounds awesome, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Making a right turn on out of here. So we'll roll our windows up here in a minute. I just want you to listen to how beautiful this thing sounds. This Cat 550. It only has Cat engine options. Okay, way over here. So we're clear on the left. On the right, we're good there. Sweet. Sorry, big truck. A little rusty on driving an 18-wheeler, too. We'll do our best. All right, I'm going to roll my windows up here so we can actually talk. Making a left turn up here, it looks like. That window, look at the little actual rolls up on the side. It's the old roller style. So this is a 1983 FLC, actually. Oh my God. Doing that thing where I can't get both windows. There we go, finally. Oh, all the way up, please. Thank you so much. All right, sorry. Mr. Police Officer's probably like, what is that dude doing? So I did some changes. I did turn VSync on, and ever since I turned VSync on, I've been having these big issues with the stutters. I also removed SSAO, so that might have something to do with it as well. What are we doing here? I know we got a stop sign, but they don't. And it's kind of hard to see around this. We're kind of far back, aren't we? I'm gonna adjust my viewpoint real fast. All right, I adjusted my viewpoint. I don't know what this truck is doing. Are you letting us go or something here? I guess he is. In this car. Okay, we'll take it. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, it's just the viewpoint in this truck is pretty far back in the seat. So I brought it all the way forward, and it's still kind of far back, but that's okay. You can see a lot more of the actual dash by doing it this way. I want to say happy Thursday. I hope you guys have had a great week so far. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I know I definitely am. Ready for it 100%. My dad is actually coming down to visit. I haven't seen him in a while, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Listen to that Jake brake. I know. We're in a small town. Don't use the Jake brake. It's a sim. We can do it. No one's going to lose sleep over it. All right. We're at Locust Grove, if you're following along here. And you know this area. Never been to Nampa, Idaho. This is our first time here. This is the last place on the list to go. I've been super busy with the new sim, the new flight simulator. That's the reason why I haven't had American Truck Sim on the channel in a while. But I did miss this so much, and when I saw this FLC released, I was like, oh man, I sure love it. And it's a 1983. Showing my age, it's my birthday. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to make a left up here. Because originally I was going to try to get a run out of the little farmer's barn place up here on the right. Because I wanted to show you the downtown area of Nampa. So we'll get to see a little bit of it here. But I couldn't get a run in Idaho, no matter what I tried, so. Oh yeah, we're still getting stutters, so. It's nothing we could do. I've tried everything in my arsenal. You know, reading the Steam suggestions and the discussions and what. Yeah, it's bad. And it's in the cities. Look at that. It's absolutely terrible. And other people have reported this issue too, and chalked it up to just being Idaho DLC. So I don't know, man. I'm running out of options. I turned SSAO off. I'm running VSync on now. I've tried it with on and off. Like I'm sure we'll get that. Why are you running VSync on? We never run VSync ever. I'm doing it for the first time today to try it out. But it's just a prevalent stutter. Ever since the Idaho DLC came out, it's just been an absolute mess. Little Saturn. Oh my God, it's so bad. Okay, well, back to it. So, speaking of PC issues, I am now back on, I'm on an RTX 2080 Super now. And big thanks to Jetline Systems for coming through with the card. We're pretty much just putting the defibs on my PC at the moment until the new one is built. I'm supposed to get the new one next month, so in September, when the 30 series cards come out, that's when we're doing the new build. So what happened to my 2080, I had an RTX 2080, not a Super TI or anything like that, and it actually died. And what I mean died is the, I'm gonna stay in the right lane here. The fan motor burnt up inside there, and I came into my office and I smelled a horrible smell of just burnt electronics. And then on top of that, it got an RMA, so it went back and got returned, came back, put it in there. I had a loaner card for a while, a 1080 Ti. The 1080 Ti was awesome, but I couldn't run any VR. For some reason, the Rift S that I have will not work on a 1080 Ti. A certain version of the 1080 Ti chip, it just won't do it. So I didn't have VR for a long time. And then that was a loaner card. Then I got the new 2080 Super. Or sorry, I went back and got the one that they RMA'd. Put it in there, and then it just started shutting off during gaming, just shutting off. I've never seen a graphics card just all the lights on it just go off in the case and dead in the water. Just didn't do anything. And so I contacted Jetline, told them about it. They're like, man, you have terrible luck with cards. Well, the thing is you gotta realize that my graphics card is not a normal graphics card. It's not like a normal person's graphics card use. I game the hell out of it, one, but two, I encode on it all the time. I gotta get over, sorry, car. Encode on it all the time. You know, it's suffering from high temperatures, and I have to run the fans on it a lot. So, yeah, I mean, I put my cards through the paces for sure. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Good Lord, Central Lines. I don't know how you could miss me. Oh, moo-moos! I saw some moo-moos over there. But, yeah. I go through some graphics cards. So, the new 30 series card is supposed to be pretty awesome. I'm excited for that. Oh my God, the stutters. If you know how to fix the stuttering, let me know. I'm at my wit's end with American Truck Sim ever since this started happening. And I just, you know, I know I keep talking about it and I don't want to talk about it, but good Lord, when it's happening as often as it is, it's going to make me shelve ATS until it's fixed. I don't want to be, you know, driving a stuttering mess everywhere I go. Now, I've tried the different, I've removed all mods and it still does this. It's nothing to do with a mod. Because, you know, you get the Tom's Hardware people on the Steam discussions and everywhere else. That's the first thing people cry is, oh, it's your mods are out of date. They don't work. You gotta take your mods out. No, you take your mods out, you can bypass, yeah. Yummy restaurant, that sounds good. You can take your mods out, and it still does it. So that's not what it is. I've tried everything, mods or no mods, and it's still doing it. And I'm not the only one, so there is that. But out here in the you know, the outer reaches of the towns, it seems to be okay for a while. Let's go easy around this corner. What a beautiful sounding truck. It's nice and quiet. It is awesome. I do like it a lot. Oh man, slow down here. Down that corner. Getting some, getting the gas here. $45. I'm gonna get a screenshot and then I'll be right back. All right, we are back in action, climbing this hill here. I love how we're taking the back roads today, up to Lewiston, instead of taking the major highways. Yeah, this thing's an absolute joy to drive, so I'll have it linked in the description below. You can check it out. So basically how I'm gonna do that is if I'm using a truck that is you know, being released and being talked about on the SCS forums, the official forums, that I will link you to the actual forum post for it. I'm not gonna link you to the download. I'm not gonna hold your hand on that. We're just going to post the link to it to where you can find it. Boise National Forest. So then you can grab it and install it yourself. So any of the third-party websites, we're not doing that anymore. And I explained it, I think last time, that, you know, people like to take mods that are payware mods for America Truck Sim. There are payware mods out there, and apparently these people have their own, you know, Facebook pages and stuff, and that's where they sell them. It's kind of a podunk way to do it, honestly. You should probably have a marketplace, or somebody should come up with an idea of a marketplace and sell things there, instead of having to track through, you know, or expect somebody to know your Facebook page. So there's that. And I'm not going to be linking to third-party websites anymore about that stuff, because people do upload that stuff, and there's no way I would know. Like, I just go to, you know, atsmods.lt or something and download. I'm like, hey, that looks like a cool truck. I'm going to try it. And then somebody's like, I hope you know you're driving a stolen mod, and you're a piece of shit. So, don't want to hear it anymore. We're not going to support that crap. And usually if I find out that I had a payware mod, I will always go back through and go pay for it. So we can use it properly. I'm seeing like some weird drawing on the reflections here of the trees. Now I wonder what's causing that. I don't know. But look at the attention to detail in it. I can't believe this thing is a freeware truck. Like the texturing on this thing is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, see, now we're away from the actual cities. That's what makes me think that the cities just aren't optimized enough yet. And that's where we're getting those huge frame drops from. All right. So another thing I wanted to talk about was airliners in the new sim. There's a reason why I haven't put out a video on that yet. I'm waiting for, well, there's a project out there where somebody's going through and kind of doing what Zebo did for the 737 for X-Plane. They're doing a freeware project for the A320, and they're gonna make it a little bit more in-depth simulation. So that'll be cool to have whenever I make a video on it. But the optimization of the airliners in the new sim is bad. It's real bad. It's unenjoyably bad. I did not have that issue beforehand. I'm not going to go into detail about that because we can't. But with the release version of the A320, it's been it hasn't been too nice as far as frame rate goes and all of that. So that's the reason why I haven't. Hey, we're in McCall. Haven't been here in a while. Slow down. And we're making a left up. Yeah. So that's the reason why I haven't done an airliner yet. I plan to do it. I'm not in a rush, you know. I'm not trying to get out there and get as many views to, you know, because the sim's new. If you guys know me, I'm not about that at all. I don't care about it. So that's the reason why it hasn't been on the ticket. But it is planned. I'm gonna do some more tests. I did do some optimization to the sim. And basically, you know what's weird is I have found, actually, you know what? I didn't even think about that. I have game mode on right now, which it should help this sim, to be honest, if it's working right. But the new Flight Simulator is actually the first game that you have to use game mode on in Windows. I got a 10 frame per second increase off of that, and I did a lot of testing. This is pretty. What a pretty drive. We've been on this road before, but still, doesn't make it any less pretty than it normally is. Let's get some Jake brake action going down the hill here. That's awesome. So there's that game mode thing, and then I had to do some stuff with the compatibility of right-clicking on the exe file. There's a lot of work to be done on that sim still, and they're supposed to have a patch coming out before too long. They're supposed to announce it today, actually, when they're going to be putting out the patch. And hopefully that fixes some things, because, you know, there's so much good in that sim, so much good, but it's not perfect. It's not like, you know, the best thing. To me, it's the best thing in the world, but somebody else that's super critical, they're not going to think that. And there are people that don't want to buy it until it's finished. And I totally get it. I think they're missing out, personally, but who am I to say? So my opinion still stands the same on the new sim. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And you know, another thing is, if somebody is, you know, so many times I see complaints, they'll be like, the flight model. Let's get into the flight model first of all. The flight model to me is better than X-Plane because I used X-Plane for a long time. I used FSX for a long time. I've flown Prepared. I've flown all of them. Aerofly FS2. And to me, the new sim is the first sim I've ever used that makes me feel like I'm flying a GA airplane, or feels like I'm flying an actual airplane. Through everything, you know, being the sounds, to me, the ground effect, just the little small things like that. Turn my lights on. Look at those dash lights. How beautiful is that? Crossing the Salmon River with them dash lights on. Yes. It's there for me. But people will try to treat a Cessna 172 like an F-16 or do some stupid stuff and it be like, the flight model's garbage because I can go straight up in the air like that. If you respect it, if you don't treat it like a toy, it won't act like a toy. That's how I treat all of my sims. Because there's not a simulator on this earth that is true one-to-one of the real deal. It's just not gonna happen. It's like this. Like, sure, I could just go around the corner and break physics in this game, but why would you do that? Same thing goes for the flight sim for me. You know, I get my mileage is great in that game because I treat it with respect. If you treat the airplanes in that sim, their default airplanes, with respect, you will get a pretty damn good simulation out of it. And then there's the whole, well, it's not a sim, it's a game. They're going for Xbox players. And you can turn that HUD off. You don't have to have the HUD on. You don't have to fly from the outside view. But I can tell you this, there's no way in hell that is aimed towards gamers. I'm sorry. They've made it accessible to gamers, the people that, you know, aren't hardcore enthusiasts. But there's so much there that the average bear would never have any clue about or why that would happen. And the only way you would know that is if you were a flight simulator and or a pilot. So I'm sorry, that just squashes that one completely for me. It's not a sim, it's a game. And the gatekeeping of the flight sim community is absolute garbage too. They seem to think that they're the only ones that should have the privilege to touch the sim. That people that don't know anything about flying shouldn't even be allowed to fire up the sim. And there's, a lot of big names out there that have been flying the new flight simulator. You've got, and you know what the thing is, real world flying experience, being a pilot, and then all the flight sim experience I have. To me, I see everything for what it is. I'm not gonna watch, Dr. Disrespect, PewDiePie, all the big YouTubers, Jacksepticeye, all those guys flying the sim, like I'm gonna see a simulation aspect of it or anything like that. I thought the videos were hilarious. I watched them. They were great. And you know what? It made me excited because seeing other people see the joy of aviation like that, that's what it's all about, man. That is what it's all about. And if you can't see it for that, then I don't know what to tell you. Because seeing big names like that playing that simulator is a great thing for aviation. It truly is. And a lot of people that have been picking it up and don't know anything about it, they've been like, man, I didn't know that this was even a thing. Like, I didn't know how hard it was. And they have a newfound respect for aviation and the pilots that get them from point A to point B when they travel. And to me, that's a win in aviation's book for me. So I saw all those videos as entertainment because that's what it is. They're not trying to be, and be like, it's so cringe to watch somebody do that. Not for me. It's probably cringe for somebody to watch me drive a fake truck, and I'm not a real truck driver. I know it is. I've seen the comments about it. But I don't care. We're here again, driving a fake truck again, in a fake world. And it's gorgeous and it's beautiful. I can't explain the reason why it makes me happy, but it does. Same thing like a train sim. Why would you want to do a train sim? Because you want to simulate these big, amazing machines. That's why. My God, we're actually gonna get up to some speed here? There's no way. I'm gonna get up to 65, which is, we're on a external contract, so we can only do 65 watch. It'll go skip right there. It hit the limiter. Hit the governor right at 65. I can even imagine doing 65 in a truck like this on doubles of hay. Now that's the difference. A real truck driver would be like, oh, that's not a big deal at all. You can do that. Here, let's slow this thing way down. I gotta say, another thing about this truck, hey, the Grangeville, is that it doesn't have the grinding gear sound in it. There's no way I'm nailing every one of these floating shifts. I mean, I'm getting pretty close on them, but I haven't heard any grinding noise. And that's the only thing that sucks about whenever you drive like a default truck or a truck that has a sound set that uses those, because those grinding sounds happen even the smallest amount of floating of gear. So it's nice that this sound set is quiet with that. I like that. And I think you will too. Man, look at that sun going down. This is it's been a beautiful drive. I sure missed American Truck Sim. I'm definitely gonna be driving this in VR. Now that I got my 2080 Super, I can hop into VR with this thing. Because it is the most relaxing thing. It's very zen-like. All right, 45 through here. We're not even getting close to 40, so. We have County Road to the right. Yeah, I remember coming through here. I think this is the first town we came through when we first looked at Idaho DLC. Then we went there. Deep Grove. All right, sun's going down. We can see some nighttime action. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do night drives. I normally don't do it. It's because, for mobile users, it's hard for them to see on their phones at night. So that's the reason why. But doing a transition like this, like later in the day and not doing it early morning, we usually do early morning runs. Later in the day, we're gonna get to see the sun go down, and I figured it'd be a little bit more of an interesting video to do it that way. And look at that. I love on the speedometer down there. If you look, you see the 55 in orange. This is a 1983 FLC. And back then, that was it, man. That was like the norm. Everywhere was 55 miles per hour. That was your speed limit. To the point where almost all your older cars, like in the 80s and stuff, had like a, remember they had like the rectangular or the box around the 55? It's so crazy to see that evolution. Change everything up. Okay, going down here. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, even with the SSAO off, I'm not seeing a huge change. I mean, it's smooth now. It's only when we get to those cities. All right, let's get some more speed in this bad boy. There we go. Nice. So I will be doing a motovlog soon. I'll get into a little bit more of personal life stuff before the end of this trip. And that is, we have made the decision to buy a home down here in Tampa area. Not sure where yet, but in the greater Tampa area. Don't want to be close to the beach or anything like that, like super close to that, but in the Tampa area. And just got approved for a home loan and got the agent. So it's amazing because my CPA got me in touch with the loan officer, and then the loan officer got me in touch with the agent, and they're all like, they all have known each other for years, like 20 something years. Like it's been nothing but a great experience so far when it comes to the home buying process. So we decided, yep, we're gonna make Florida our home. We love it down here. I'm glad we lived in Orlando for a few years. That's not a city for me. It's just not a city for me. Slow down here. Yeah, see, there's just no sound of grinding, which makes you feel like you're floating gears correctly. I like it. I love it. Want some more of it. All right, Lewiston, Coeur d'Alene that way. We're going left. Trying to get out of here is going to be interesting. Not the most efficient intersection, I gotta say. So that's really exciting. Yeah, we lived in Orlando for 2 years, and then we've lived down here for almost a year. And immediately, the vibe down here in Tampa, we love it. And we're looking to get a house with some land on it. So the doggies can run around and stuff. And I'm also looking at places without an HOA. We've had an HOA for the past 3 years of our lives, and I'm just not sold on it. I understand why it's there, but that subdivision life isn't for me. I'm a country boy at heart. Grew up in the country. I can't remember if that said bypass or not. I was not paying attention. We're probably gonna get in trouble if that didn't say bypass. Oops. Did not even think about it. Maybe it said to bypass. I didn't even see it. Damn. Welcome to Lewiston. We're making a left up here or a right? Let's stay in this lane for now. Yeah, I don't know if we blew that one or not. I don't think so. Maybe we did. We were supposed to bypass it. Oh, that's awesome. 228, 232. Observe fire restrictions. Yeah, no kidding. All the wildfires going on. Crazy stuff, man. Don't you hit the brakes in front of me. We're not going to Coeur d'Alene. We're going straight. Gotta say that right. It's Coeur d'Alene. Come on now. Coeur d'Alene. All right, what we got up here? 35. I have a feeling this lane is going to end. It's either the left one or the right one's going to end on us here, but it's going to happen. Look at all the traffic right now. Okay, 35. We're going to the right here. Yep. This is our exit. How smooth that engine is. I'm gonna roll my window down so we can listen to this bad boy some more. Because this sounds so damn good. There you go. Let's wake up everybody. Not even sorry about it. Not even the slightest. All right, come down to here. I'm gonna roll that window down. Down here we go. This is where we drop off down here. Yep. What a great drive. Got a little bit of evening time. Not complete night in, but evening time at least. Can't complain there. Stop and we're making a left. Oh, I thought we were going into a yard. And we're technically in a yard, but okay, good. Good on both sides. Here's the yard right here. And where you guys want this thing at, huh? It's like straight ahead almost. Yep, it is straight ahead. Oh, cool. We have to go through this thing. Nice. It looks like a big truck wash, doesn't it? I guess these are the ones where you pull the trailer in and it drops the grain in. All right, so this is a straight in approach. We'll just go ahead to the outside view so we can check out this truck before it's all over, because it is gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that thing. Wow, I love the flat top on it. I think if you're gonna do this truck, you gotta have the flat top. It's just gotta be a thing. All right, a little bit this way. Go to the right. They should be happy if we just continue right through here. Should be. That's the equation here. Yep, they like it. Nice. Park and brake. Wonderful. Go ahead and kill it and turn off, or we'll detach the trailer now. See what we got. We got an excellent 285 miles, 56 minutes, 38.7 gallons of fuel consumed. And look at that, 35 contracts so far complete for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of American Truck Simulator. I will see you next time. Take care.